Hi all, Lasan John again. Today I want to talk to you about white lies and innocence. The vast majority of people, for some odd reason in my mind at least anyway, distinguish between white lies and otherwise, I guess, black lies. People think that white lies are okay, but black lies are terrible. And the gauge of honesty is measured according to whether or not you tell black lies, not white lies. Well, no surprise, I suppose, but I don't distinguish between white lies and black lies. Lies are lies, and they're all bad. And in many ways, white lies are worse than black lies, believe it or not. Let me give you an example. Your child is growing up. He or she is 2 or 3 years old, and he's excited about Christmas and getting a Christmas present. And so you go along with the Christmas spirit, and you talk about Santa Claus bringing them gifts to your children, and you got to be a good girl or boy to make sure she or he gets the best and the most desired toys. And they get all excited, and you think you're protecting their innocence, and you're giving them a fairy tale life story, and you think, because they're so happy and excited, everything's great. Okay, let's roll tape forward call it about 3 to 5 years. Your daughter or your son comes running up to you and goes, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," or "Daddy, daddy, daddy, so-and-so told me Santa Claus doesn't exist." "That's not true, right? Because you told me Santa Claus exists." And they get all giddy and happy and smiley. And then at some point you say, "Well, no, Santa Claus doesn't really exist. But it's okay, because you have something else to look forward to." Or whatever that may be. Or you make up some excuses as to why you told them what you told them. But the thing of it is that from a kid's perspective, it is one of the most searing betrayals they could live through. Because up until that point, they thought without any question or doubt that their parents would never, ever lie to them, would always tell them the truth. And therefore, they absolutely trust their parents. Right up until that moment, they betray them. And boy, what a betrayal. You might not think it's a big deal, because eventually they seem to get over it. But over time, what occurs is kids start to go, do I really know my parents are telling me the truth? So when they say, "I'm 16 years old, I shouldn't drink beer." Why not? It's just one beer. How do I know they're not lying to me? You see how the doubt, once planted, does not go away. Ever. And this is a very black and white example, and I like to use black and white examples because it makes the point very clear. White lies are very dangerous. The reason why they're dangerous is because it relies on the stupid analytical tool called all else being equal. And the reason why that is dangerous is because you do not encourage your mind to say, if you do this, what else changes and how many things change. And what does that mean? In many ways, white lies are so much more terrible than black lies. Because usually a black lie comes from somebody who doesn't like you, or who's trying to make fun of you or whatever, and you already don't like them. And generally, white lies come from friends, relatives, people that you have some relationship with, and it becomes a searing betrayal over time. So let me put it to you this way. Don't lie. It doesn't benefit you in the long run. And if you're wondering what I told my son, I think he was 4 years old when he asked me, Dad, does Santa Claus exist? And I told him, no, son, Santa Claus does not exist. It's just a fairy tale to make people feel good. And it's just a made-up story so that people can control their children. And his reaction was, oh, okay. And that was it. And children, because they trust their parents, when you tell them the truth, the real truth, they'll listen to you and say, oh, okay, I guess it's not a big deal. Keep that in mind. And always remember, white lies are just as bad as black lies, and all else being equal will be the death of you. If you like my video, please subscribe. Thank you for your paying attention. Have a great day.